Motorcycle Maniacs, what is going on? My first live stream. I'm actually trying this out and seeing if I can figure it out. So hopefully it's working. Who knows? I got my sweet tea and we're chilling. Oh, anyway, trying to think what's going on. 1,000 mile update. I actually did that video today and I haven't even watched it back. I wasn't real impressed with it, so not sure if I'm even going to post that video. Might mess with it tomorrow. Might make another one. Might just do it right here. I mean, I'm not on the bike, so yeah, that's kind of a downer, I guess. But um, you know what? Screw it. Let me just tell you, 1,000 mile update. I've got like 1,040 miles on the bike, somewhere in that area. Because really, it's short and sweet. I love the bike. I'm a fan. I still love Harleys, like I've said before. Um, I'm really impressed with Indian and Polaris, what they've done. Um, it's pretty awesome, really is. The bike's balance is awesome. I don't know if I've even mentioned that in any of the videos. It's a 800 and something pound motorcycle, and the balance that Indian has put into that bike, it really doesn't feel like an 800 and something pound motorcycle. The ride on it's great, but after 1,000 miles on the saddle, I'm loving the bike. I'm glad I went with it. I'll tell everybody that I probably wouldn't have been disappointed with the Street Glide. I've always loved the Street Glide since Harley first put them out. As far as a bagger, I was not a big fan of baggers. I love the fat boy look, but it's very, very annoying when you don't have any place to put stuff. You've got backpack options. You can put saddlebags, just like leather bags that really don't look that great. Um, so I always said if I was to get a bagger, I was going to get a Street Glide. Well, I didn't realize Indian, aka Polaris, was going to change up the Chieftain to where the look of the bike really caught my eye. The old Indian, or the last since Polaris has bought them and brought them back, they've had that classic look, which some people like. I'm not downplaying that. I wasn't a real big fan of the rounded bags and all that. So when they came out with this bike with the more, I guess, kind of square bags, I think it looks a lot better. The fairing looks a lot better. I was never a big fan of the turn signals in the fairing. And so, yeah, I mean, just wasn't for me. This bike came out. Yeah, they took a lot of cues from the Street Glide, probably, especially that fairing, but they made it their own. It's definitely got a different look to it than Harley's Batwing fairing. But like I said, I went and rode it. I rode the Street Glide. I rode the Road Glide. I just love the Indian. Basically, in the video I did today, I was telling y'all, if y'all are looking for a motorcycle, if you've owned motorcycles before, if it's your first bike, take advantage of the demo days. Go out and ride these bikes, man. I mean, it's free of charge. I mean, they don't charge you nothing. You just go sign up, especially when they do the demo days. You can ride every bike in the lineup. Ride them, see what you think, and see how they feel to you. I think you'll be really impressed with the Indian. Not saying Harley isn't a nice bike. It's awesome bike. But the price difference, like I told y'all when I bought my Indian, I got it a little bit cheaper. And it had more options than the Street Glide Special. That's what the bikes I was comparing was. The Special is, got a few more bells and whistles, and the Dark Horse, which is the one I purchased, had more bells and whistles. And for the price, it's less money, more options. That was kind of a no-brainer to me. and the ride quality. My girlfriend absolutely loves the Indian compared to even the Street Glide and the Road Glide. She just felt there was more room, it was more comfortable, and all of the above. Y'all have seen her in some videos talking about that. She really likes the Indian. So I think, and like I said, I fell in love with the first time I rode it. I fell in love with the bobber. I didn't even really want to get rid of the bobber. It was just the fact that it was kind of pointless having two motorcycles. And then when she got into the riding aspect, we needed a bigger bike. So that's why we started looking, and that's why we ended up buying the Chieftain. So yeah, that is it. After 1,000 miles on the saddle, I'm loving it. Still love it. No buyer's remorse here. So take advantage of the demo days. Go ride Harleys. Go ride Indians. Go ride Gold Wings. Whatever you're wanting to do, go ride them. Like I said, I think you'd be really impressed with Indian, whether you're coming from Harley or Gold Wing or whatever. So give that a shot, man. I really think that you'd be impressed with it. I know I am. And I don't even understand how this live stream works. So I'm trying to watch everything and figure out what's going on. Because I don't think I have anybody in here, which I kind of figured. I was hoping some people would pop in so I could get, if anybody had any questions. So we'll give them some time. I know I always miss people's live videos. Every once in a while you're on YouTube and you're like, hey, so-and-so's live, and you go check them out. So I've been able to get in on a few, and I don't have a whole lot of subscribers. I'm doing better than I was, so that's always a plus. So I'm just waiting if anybody pops in here with questions about the Indian, and like I said, I can even answer some questions about Harley, especially the older fat boys anyway. Love the older fat boys. I've never ridden one of the new ones. They did a lot of redesign on it, and I wasn't real impressed with the redesign. But to each is his own. Some people might like it, some people might not. So that's where we're at, man. And doing this live stream stuff, man, I was trying to go on at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna go right on at 8 and hit go live, and boom, I got to download Google Chrome and blah blah blah. I hate computer stuff, man, but I got it figured out, so that's a plus. Shows you old people can learn, I guess, or at least figure things out. Okay, I can't tell what this somebody I think's here. Hang on. And I hate to do this because nobody has seen me do this, but I do need some reading spectacles here. See, thanks, Kenneth, man. I really do appreciate it. Okay, the Road Glide. I will tell you, man, the Road Glide, if you want to get out and do like long distance riding, your probably best bet is Road Glide. The reason I say that is, first off, a lot of the videos I've watched, and definitely other motor vloggers, I don't know if you watch him, but Adam Sandoval rides. He loves the Road Glide, and he's been back and forth and up and down this country for, I don't know how many times he's been to every Harley dealership in America. And he loves it. He says it's, just the best touring bike, and he's lived on that bike. So if that's something you're into doing, man, you probably want to lean toward the Road Glide. If you're like me and you don't do a whole lot of long distance stuff, the Chieftain's probably going to be your best bet. It is for me anyway. I mean, I like the look of the Chieftain and the Street Glide versus the Road Glide. That fairing on there, it looks kind of cool from the front, but I don't know if you've ridden one, but if you ride it, everything's like way out in front of you, and to me, it just wasn't comfortable feeling, and I didn't really like it. I could tell on the short little test ride I did that having the fairing attached to the frame instead of the forks obviously made it a better ride, as far as if you're going to be doing a lot of distance and you get that wind pushing on you. So, but all I can do is give praise on the Chieftain. So go out and test ride both of them and see what happens and see what your type of riding is going to be. If it's long distance, you'd probably want to lean more toward the Road Glide versus the Chieftain. But whatever one you get, I bet you'll be happy with it. And the Geared Raven's here, man. Cool. Oh, cool. I'm glad you dropped in, man. My first live stream, so I'm glad a few people are here checking it out. No problem, Kenneth. Anytime. Hopefully, I'm going to start doing some more live streams because the interaction I think is cool. And I'm doing great. How are you, Geared Raven? I hope you're doing good. I think if I remember, I watched one of your videos not too long ago, and you were saying that you hadn't been riding. I can't remember what happened. Something happened to you, and you finally got back on the bike. I'm hoping that was your channel I was watching, but I'm pretty sure it was you. But I was glad to hear that you got back on the bike. And I love your logo, by the way. That is so cool. That's what it was. Okay. Yeah. I was pretty sure it was your channel. I watch you, Motorcycle Mama, and a couple of others. But yeah, it was good to see you back on it. Especially now the weather's changing for the better. I actually got out on mine today for a little while. Said at the beginning of the video and was going to do the 1,000-mile review. And I'm sure everybody that does a YouTube channel has probably had those days when you're doing the video and you're not feeling it. You're like, this isn't good and I don't want to deal with it. So I haven't even downloaded it and checked it out. But I kind of doubt I'm even going to mess with it. So I just figured I'd pop on live and I can do it right here. And if people miss the live deal, they can go back and check it out later. I've been wanting to do the live thing and see how this all works and plays out. So let me see here. I hate wearing glasses, but that's what happens when you get old. Yeah, absolutely. You get on a bike and you're like, man, it's going to be a good day to go do a video. And then you just get out and you're like, oh man, that wasn't that great. So I turned the camera off, turned the music up, and enjoyed the rest of the ride. And then I was like, hey, let's come back and actually try to do a live stream. And then I had to go through all these technical issues, but we got it handled and I am live now. So that's cool. It looks like I said, I'm all new to this, but it looks like there's 4 people in here. But I really do appreciate y'all stopping by. I know it sucks because you get in here and you miss it. A live deal. I know I've missed a few I like to watch. I just got. Oh, cool. Yes, that is awesome. Because I think, yeah, you do like the mail call stuff where you're talking, but like the bike, it's just usually music, right? Or it's always been music. I'm pretty sure. But I was wondering about that actually. I was like, why didn't she talk? Very cool. Well, I'll definitely be checking in on those videos. But anyway, back to what I was saying on that 1,000-mile review. I am super stoked about the bike. I've got no buyer's remorse whatsoever. The bike's running great, no issues. Obviously, only got 1,000 miles on it. It'd be really bad if I could say I was having mechanical issues, but a lot of people say that Polaris, they obviously had Victory until they stopped producing them, and there's a lot of the people like mechanics. There's one mechanic in particular, and he's a Harley guy, and he basically stated that Victory motors were like tractor motors. They just run forever. So hopefully that's the same way that they're producing the Indian motors. Oh, nice. You're going to ride the Indian Scout. Cool. I miss my Scout Bobber. I really do. That bike was just so fun. Um, when you're on a bike that's basically 550 pounds with 100 horsepower, it is just a blast. I mean, you could just lay into the corners, and it's just, I mean, the ride is rough as hell, but it definitely is a fun bike. And I do miss that. But I do love the comfort of the Chieftain. Amazing, cool. Glad you liked it. Like I said, I was very impressed. I'm sure the you said the Scout, right? You didn't say the Bobber. I'm sure the Scout has a better ride quality than the Bobber. Ultra Limited, nice, Ronald. Those are nice bikes, man. Like I said, I love Harleys too. Got no complaints. Actually, a guy I used to work with, he had a Ultra. I can't remember if it was limited. I think it was, and it was a sharp bike. But his was probably, I'm guessing his was probably a 16, 17 year model. Is the bearded bobber in here too? That is awesome, man. I have not tried the Springfield. Um, the only two Indians I have ridden is the Scout Bobber and the Chieftain. So I need to take my own advice and try to get to one of the demo days. And I just want to ride everything they have. I still want to go back and ride some of the Harleys too. I've rode a few of the. I think I've rode the Breakout. Um, it was a fun bike. I rode the Sportster 48 when I was looking for a small bike, and I ended up going with the Bobber. Um, but no, I've not ridden the Springfield. I know a lot of people say the Roadmaster is the way to go. Um, but yeah, I definitely want to do some of the demo days. I know if the bearded Bobber's still in here, man, he's done a few of the demo days I've seen, and he goes out and rides all the bikes, and I'm like, man, I need to do that because it's free, man. All you gotta do is go do it and hang out and ride bikes. Can't beat that. Oh, so Raven, did you buy a Scout? I mean, yeah, Scout, or did you just go test ride it? Yeah, the beard is the king of the demo days. I keep waiting for him to bite the bullet and go get the Chieftain Dark Horse. Oh, nice. I'll definitely be looking for the videos on the Scout Raven. Hooligan Times, the Road King and the Scout Bobber have competition with the. Okay, I do not know that bike. Gladiator Rubicon I bought today. I'm sorry on that. I don't know that bike, so I will have to, I guess, check that one out, see what it's all about. One day, bearded bobber, I know. See, you're going to do it the smart way. You're actually going to keep the bobber and have the dark horse. So that's probably what I should have done, but because I do miss the bobber. That was just a fun get out and haul butt around the city bike. But the good news is let's see, hold up. I hear you. You can never have too many motorcycles, right? Or cars or whatever. I've got too many toys is my problem. Oh, it's the new Jeep. Okay, so it's not a bike. I'll have to check that out. I do like Jeeps too. Yeah, but I do sometimes regret getting rid of the bobbers. So, but on another front, me and my girlfriend went to a horse show in Oklahoma, and we went this highway. I normally, when I go to Oklahoma, I just always go up 35, and it's just all highway. Well, we went the quickest route, and it took us through this really uh, nice ride. And I told her, I was like, man, we should have rode the bike because I was actually thinking about it. But I was going to a horse show, so of course I had to have my cowboy hat on and stuff. And I was like, nah, just take the truck. And we got on the road, and I was like, man, we are going to be doing this trip. They've got a casino right there across the Red River. It's a real small casino. We stopped there and got my butt kicked. I lost all my money. But so I'm going to plan on doing a trip up there that I'm going to get some video of, hopefully, because it's really a nice ride. I am glad though we didn't take it because we actually left the casino and ran right into a big storm, and they were talking hail and high winds, and we never saw any hail, but it got pretty nasty on us coming back. Hey Raven, thanks again for stopping by for the first live stream, and I will definitely be keeping my eyes open for that video of that new bike. Congratulations. Welcome to the tribe. But yeah, I went to the casino, man. I'm like, hey, we'll stop by and play some slot machines and see how we do. And yeah, that didn't work out very well for me. It never really does. Like I always tell people, the lights are always still on when you leave a casino. They are definitely making more money than they're shelling out. But I hear you, Ronald. That would be nice for the tour pack. Throw a cowboy hat in there. But like I said, I am glad we didn't ride because it would have been a nasty ride home. And like I told her, it would suck because we could have just turned around and went back to the casino and waited out the storm, but we blew all our money. So we would have been stuck. But other than that, man, that's what's been going on in my life. But hopefully, I don't know when we're going to be trying to do that trip, but uh, I've told y'all in other videos that we're into like the antiques and all that stuff. And this road, man, it goes through some small towns, Bowie, Texas, and I don't remember all the little towns, but they had like we probably passed at least 3 or 4 antique shops, and we were like, man, we can ride up here and go to the casino, stop at the antique shops, and look around and make a nice day of it. Saw actually a bunch of bikers when we were going up there. We passed probably, I don't know, at least probably 10 or 15 in a group. And then when we were leaving, coming back, we passed a big group again, and I'm pretty sure it was the same group. So there's definitely some bikers out there that like that road. I don't blame them. So I'm looking forward to that. But hey, man, I've been on here for 24 minutes. So if the bearded bobber's still in here, what is going on, man? Are you any closer to going with the getting the chieftain? Seabass from Iowa. Cool. How are you, man? Oh man, that sucks. Bearded bobber's at work. Oh, I forgot y'all have that Mustang. What year is that? Because it's a classic, isn't it? Thanks, Seabass. I really appreciate the support, man. Yeah, 67. Oh, that'd be hard for me to get rid of. Howdy, Tham's World. How are you doing, man? We got like 6 people in here. Better than I thought I was going to do on my first one. Glad some people were scouting out the YouTubes tonight. Yeah, Bearded Bobber. My first car was a '69 Mustang, and unfortunately, my father sold it and then just came and told me later because I had it in the garage, and was not a happy camper about that because my intention was to hopefully one day be in the spot I am now and actually have make a little money, and I was going to be able to fix that car up, and so was not happy. It was a beautiful car. Actually, man, a young picture of me, if you can see this picture. There it is. I was skinny at one time, I promise. But Acapulco blue '69 Mustang with a 302. And that was like when I first got it. I think it might have actually still had hubcaps on it there. I went and, of course, had to put the Krager wheels on it. Oh, and it just flies down in front of me. I'll have to put that up later. And you had hair. I feel that too. I don't have a receding hairline. Mine's in full retreat. So the joys of getting old. That's a good thing about motorcycles, man. They keep you somewhat young, I think. I used to have long hair too. If you can see in that picture, it was well, you really couldn't tell in that picture, but yeah, I had the long hair going on with my Metallica Ride the Lightning shirt on I was wearing there. All right, Beard. You gotta put some pictures on one of your videos of you sporting the long hair. Did you have the mullet like I did? Mullets are awesome, or they were back in the day. Thanks, Ronald. Yeah, I love that car. Still miss it. I think that's a guy thing. I can actually still tell you the license plate. It was a 264 JMS. And I am 47 years old, and I got that car when I was 16. So, yeah, it sticks with you. I'll have to check it out. I'm sure maybe I've seen it. I thought I've checked out most of your pictures on Instagram. Oh, you just mentioned me in a comment. I bet that's the picture. Let me check it out again while we're sitting here live streaming. Let me multitask. Oh, nice, man. You were rocking the super long hair. Yep, I miss those days. Long hair. Didn't have to be doing the job thing, and well, no, I guess yeah, I cut mine off when I got my first job. It sucked, but hey, you see these people that are like 50 and they're still got long hair, and you're like, how have you gone your entire life with long hair? Well, maybe they didn't. Maybe they had long hair, cut it, and then retired and grew it back. Who knows? Well, listen, guys, we've been on here 30 minutes, so I guess I'm going to shut this one down. I just wanted to get on and actually try this out and see how it all worked, because I was wanting to do a live stream when I was on vacation, and I was just going to use my phone, and I was like, yeah, probably should do it from the laptop first so I can actually see, because these glasses help a little bit. But anyway, y'all, I appreciate everybody stopping by, man. This was fun, so I'll be doing more of these in the future. I got to try to talk Lisa into doing some live streams with me. She's still kind of iffy on the video stuff, but it helps when I have another person with me to interact with too. So, all right, Seabass, take care. Bearded Bobber, take care. Who am I missing here? Ronald, take care, and thanks for stopping by. Thams World, thanks, man. I think that's it, right? Raven's already bailed on us. I think everybody else has bailed, y'all. So I'm out. I'll see y'all on the next video. And like I always say, if you got a bike, get out and ride. Just ride safe. Take care. Hey, take care, Blackhawk. Appreciate you stopping by, brother. Y'all have a good night. I'll see you on the next one.